Taehyung, mad means mental, said without hesitation. Taehyung and Arya could sense the shock on his face. Commissioner, oh, so you are here to file a case against those who attacked you? Taehyung, not only that, sir, there was a doctor who restricted me from my recovery and kept me mad by providing some evil medicine. I want him to be arrested and want to know who is behind this bullying. Commissioner, who is the doctor? Taehyung, doctor is the one. Commissioner, okay, just give me a written complaint. Taking a paper, Arya started writing the complaint. He extended the paper to Taehyung and also the pen. Taehyung signed in and handed it to the commissioner. Commissioner, I will take severe action. Kim Taehyung. Taehyung, thank you, sir. Taehyung and Arya left the place. There were a lot of questions running through Arya's mind. He wanted to know what was there in Taehyung's mind. Arya, Kim Taehyung. Taehyung, yeah. Arya, what are you going to do next? Taehyung, nothing. Just going to go in the flow. Kim Taehyung and going in its flow? Like really? Arya looked at him as if he was a ghost. Taehyung, see you. Taehyung got into the car and left the place with a smile. Taehyung knew you could also be in confusion about his sudden outburst. He drove off thinking about what happened in Kim Mansion. After a while, Kim Mansion living room, Taehyung came to Kim Mansion after filing the case against the doctor. He walked to his room as if there was no one present in the living room. Suddenly he stopped and looked at you. Taehyung, you said you stopped giving the medicine after the marriage. How do you know about the medicine? Asked, making Scott heartbeat skip. You, I know nothing about the medicine. I know how wild you are, and I know you are taking the medicine regularly. If you were wild even after taking the medicine, what was the use of taking it? That's why I didn't have an interest to continue the medicine. As I expected, you changed it little by little, said, running your eyes on Kim's. The girl who just entered our family thought right, but you guys couldn't, said, running his eyes on Kim's. Taehyung, I can't understand what you guys are up to. He said. He again walked to his room. Ara, Taehyung, 1 minute. Ara stopped him. Taehyung looked at her. He knew what she would ask him before she said anything. Taehyung, sister, I think we should not discuss it here, said, looking at you. Ara gulped down. Taehyung, I don't want to hurt the soul who truly wished my recovery. Taehyung looked at you and then Scott. Ara, Taehyung, the mistake is mine, cutting her. Taehyung, sister, even your husband didn't want me to accept her as my wife. He smirked. Scott, Taehyung, when did I say so? Asked panicking. Taehyung, didn't you ask me to marry a rich girl? How could you do that even after knowing that I got married to you? What does that mean? You didn't consider it a wedding, right? Scott, no Taehyung, I just tried to know what is there in your mind about the wedding. Scott tried to cover it up. Taehyung, this is how you drink? Would you give the poison to the person to know whether he would like to live or not? What I would have thought when you asked me to get married to a rich girl? What would have run through my mind? Did you care about my feeling? Without minding about anything, how could you take anything forward? Taehyung asked him directly. Ara tried to say something. Taehyung stopped her. Taehyung, sister, I might have gotten close to you when I was mad, but brother-in-law was in his full sense. Yet he didn't like you. That's why he should have asked me to marry someone. So something must be there to consider, or else brother-in-law would not have put an idea in front of me. So please don't compel me. He galloped to his room. Ara glared at Scott with teary eyes. Scott, princess, I didn't mean it. I didn't expect Taehyung will take it this way. Then in what way he will think? Ask me before Ara questioning. Scott, no Lily, you are mistaken. Ara, are you happy now? Taehyung didn't want to accept you because of you. She sniffed. You run to your room, pretending like crying. Grandma, this is not done, Scott. I thought you would be supportive of our family, but you become a hindrance to our happiness. How could you console your daughter? She has no one other than us. She left her family, big fan for us, said, controlling her anger. Really, sister, if you took any bad decision, I won't be quiet. Scott gulped down. He didn't expect this one action would done the opposite to him. It seemed no one was ready to listen to him anymore. Time skips dining room. You didn't come to dinner. Taehyung came and was about to sit. He stopped not finding you. That was when Harley came there. Grandma, where is you? Harley, she said she is not hungry. Taehyung headed to Yusu. Kims looked at each other. They could not understand what was there in Taehyung's mind. Ara, I can't understand Taehyung, Grandma. Grandma, he is also in confusion. Neither he could accept you, nor could evade her up, suppose. In Yu's room, Taehyung came to your room and entered as it was not locked. You stood up from the bed saying, Taehyung, Taehyung, why didn't you come downstairs for the dinner, you, what do you want me to do, Taehyung? I don't know what to do, as I could not understand anything. Taehyung, what could not you understand? You, all of a sudden you ask me who are you, and are you my wife? What would I think? You are confusing me. Taehyung, but you manage the situation simply. You, what is there in your mind, Taehyung? Understanding you is very tough. Taehyung, are you scared? You, no, not at all. Taehyung, I know my action will confuse you and will make you insecure. That's why I made you my legal help, because I don't want you to lose your peace due to my actions. You, that means all of this are pre-planned? Taehyung, not everything, but yes. You, but why did you urgently file the case against the doctor? Taehyung, because I don't want them to get alert. As you said, the doctor is the trump card for us to get the other culprit. That's why I want him to be under police custody. And without knowing anything about my mental condition, I could not do that. That's why I lashed over everyone in Kim Action. I used your brother to assure that everyone believed that he would have blunted out everything to me. You signed. Taehyung, is that clear now? You hymned. Taehyung, let's go. You where? Taehyung, to have dinner. You, would you tell them that you accepted me? Taehyung, no, not so soon. You, they will suspect if we go together. Taehyung, I will handle. You sign and walk. Taehyung pulled you towards him. Before you compose yourself, he sees your lips, making your eyes widen. He was nervous too. What if anyone saw them? You pushed him, but it was easy to come out of his grip. Taehyung broke the kiss as you struggled. You, Taehyung, what if anyone? Taehyung, I will say I accepted you as my wife. Simple. You rolled your eyes. Taehyung, let's go. He picked your hair. Dining room. They came to the dining. Kim spilled a satisfied smile seeing them coming together, but Taehyung had another plan to wipe the smile off. Kim spilled a satisfied smile seeing Taehyung come with you. Taehyung came to the dining and pulled a chair for you, just like a gentleman. You sat on the chair smiling, whereas Sarah smiled at Taehyung. Taehyung, I should agree. You is an understanding girl. She understands me well, said taking a seat next to you. Kim had no idea what Taehyung was talking about. Taehyung, she promised me that she won't demand anything from me. Kim looked at you, who was bowing down. Taehyung, she agreed to be my friend, nothing more than that. Kim didn't know what means you promised him. Maybe she didn't want to annoy Taehyung. She should have agreed to it because she might have thought Taehyung's mind would change in the upcoming days. But they knew they well that if Taehyung fixed it into something, he won't change his mind ever. He will be firm in his decision. That worried them like hell. Taehyung, but you guys don't think I will change my mind? Taehyung added. You looked at him and then at Ara. Ara started. Taehyung, sister, please, this is my matter between me and you. Being my wife, she has accepted my condition. Then what is your problem? Ask her irritatingly. Ara, what could she do other than accept your condition, Taehyung? Taehyung called you, you looked at him. No doubt you are a good girl, looking beautiful, brilliant, and of course you faced a tough time with me when I was a mentor. It doesn't mean I can accept you as my wife. Ara, she is a good girl, looking beautiful, brilliant. She faced a tough time with you. What else do you need to accept her as your wife? What is your expectation from your wife, Taehyung? Ara question. Taehyung, I have no expectations, sister. That's why I never thought about my marriage. You is a nice girl. She got a job in Kim office. I do want such a talented person in my office, but it is different. Ara rolled her eyes. She could not understand what exactly Taehyung wanted. He didn't deny that she was a nice girl. She was brilliant, and he was even ready to accept her as his friend. But the wife, what the hell was his problem? Could not he just talk clearly? Ara tried to say something. You sister, let him eat. Taehyung, at least there is someone who take my side. Taehyung smiled at you. Ara sighed. How could she say what Taehyung was up to? Finishing the dinner, Taehyung went to his room. Ara, why did you agree to be his friend? You, what could I do, sister? He accepted me as his friend at least. As of now, it's enough for me. Who knows? He may change his mind in the future, said weakly. Ara, no, you. If Taehyung really stands, he will stand in the point stubbornly. He will never change his mind. You, what can we do? If he has no idea to change his mind, just leave it, sister. Ara, how could I leave it? You, sister, at least he is moving with me smoothly. I don't want to spoil it. Let me be his friend. I don't want anything, said painfully. Kim squeezed them in and could do nothing. In the meanwhile, house living room. Viraj came to home. He stood without making noise. Hannah checked seeing him, looking at her with a sharp gaze. He was not saying the bait had wonder. Hannah, Viraj, you. When did you come? Viraj, just now. Hannah, why are you looking at me silently? Viraj was still silent. Hannah, did you eat anything? Yeah, you would have eaten. Viraj, coming from Kim Mansion. Hannah looked at him shockingly. Hannah, Kim Mansion, why did you go there? Didn't you say she doesn't want us to come to her home? Why are you fussing with her? Viraj, how can I deny when my brother-in-law called me? Hannah, what? What did you say? Who called you? Viraj, Kim Taehyung. Hannah, did he recover? He nodded yes. Hannah, when? Viraj, I don't know. Hannah, what did he say? How was he? Viraj, how would he be? He is Kim Taehyung after all. Hannah, that means he remembered everything. Cutting her. Viraj, no, he didn't. Hannah, then? Viraj, I don't know how he got to know about the wedding. He didn't say he was the one who blunted out everything to Taehyung the other day. Hannah, thank God he got to know everything. Viraj, but he is not ready to accept you as his wife. Hannah, but why? Ask her shockingly. Viraj, how could he accept her? The marriage held when he was not in his sins. Hannah, I don't care about it. His sister promised me that she will make his brother accept you as his wife. She should do that. I wouldn't leave her if she didn't make it possible. What could you do to her? After all, she gave you 10 million to you. Anna, it doesn't mean she can be careless. Anna stopped understanding what Viraj just said. She looked at him who was smirking. Anna, what did you say? 10 million? She gave me only 2 million. Anna stammered. Viraj, is it? Let me ask him. He took his phone out. Anna, no. Viraj, why? Anna, Ara might have lied to him. Viraj, if it was a lie, why would you be silently listening to him? Doesn't she know how much Ara gave you? Anna was shocked. In no time, Viraj reached her and clutched her neck. Viraj, it won't take a minute for me to tangle your neck. Tell me the truth. He pressed her neck. Anna, no, I will tell you. I will tell you. She choked. Viraj, tell me, how much did you get from them? Anna, 10 million. Viraj, why did you lie to me? Anna shoved his hand off. Hannah, then what else do you want me to do, huh? You are a drunkard. I got money from Mara only for you because I don't want to leave you alone in this world without even a penny, said emotionally. Viraj was speechless. Hannah, however you would settle in her life, I want you also to settle in your life. Viraj, what did you do the money? Hannah, it's safe. I want you to spend it in a good way and earn more money. Viraj nodded yes. Hannah, did you eat anything? He nodded no. Hannah, wait. Hannah went to the kitchen and came with the dinner plate. Hannah, sit and eat first. Viraj started having food. Hannah went to her room and came out. She kept a few bundle of money in front of him. Hannah, stop taking alcohol, use this money and start some business, said, even though she knew Viraj won't use the money usefully. Viraj, how much? Hannah, relax. Viraj, this isn't enough. Hannah, I have deposited money in the fixed deposit. We can't take it for now. Just use this. Viraj took it in his hand and left house. At the same time, in Kim mansion, Taehyung room, Taehyung got a call from Arya. Taehyung, yes, Arya. Arya, the doctor got arrested. Taehyung. Taehyung got alerted. Taehyung, Arya, hold on. Arya, yeah. Living room. Taehyung came downstairs. Kim, who was about to go to their respective rooms, stopped hearing him. Taehyung, when did the doctor got arrested? Taehyung intentionally asked Arya loudly. Scott was horrified and you was noticing his changing facial expression. Arya just Taehyung, he should not come out of the prison at any cost, said, bringing wrath in his voice. It seemed Taehyung won't be at peace until he bring the truth out. Scott was nervous. Arya, no problem, Taehyung. I have the test report of the medicine given by him. We will produce it in the court. Taehyung, is it? Do you have the medicine tested report? Arya, yeah. You sent it to me. Taehyung, wow, great. We will meet the commissioner tomorrow. I will personally suggest something to the commissioner to get the truth from the doctor. Arya, sure, Taehyung. Taehyung, we will meet tomorrow. Arya, yeah. Taehyung disconnect the call. Taehyung, the doctor got arrested. Scott tried to smile. Taehyung walked to you and extended his hand for a shake. You looked at his hand and then at him. You clenched his hand, hesitating. Taehyung, thanks you. Thanks for what, Taehyung? Taehyung, for everything. Aya said you told him about the medicine and helped him to test it. Thanks a lot. Your eyes automatically ran to Scott, who looked distressed. Taehyung, I am going to the commissioner office tomorrow morning. You to come with me. It will be helpful to answer his questions. You nodded okay. Taehyung, I wish you could have saved the medicine sample carefully. It would help us to prove the doctor wrong. There was a satisfactory smile raised on Scott's face. As a lawyer, this point was enough to break the case. The judge will ask them to produce a medicine sample to the court. Thank God he disposed it completely. He signed in relief, you saw that, and called Harley. You, Harley. Harley, you ate a man from the kitchen, rushed to you. You. Harley, okay, your sister-in-law said without hesitating, which made Taehyung raise his brows. You bring the medicine that you kept securely. Harley, okay, sister-in-law. He rushed to the kitchen again. Scott stood motionlessly. Did they keep it secretly? But how? He himself said it wholly in the kitchen sink. Harley came with the medicine box and handed it to you. Thanks, Harley. Harley, it's my duty to do what you want, sister-in-law. Scott tightened his jaw. Damn this servant. Taehyung, how did you think of keeping it without disposing it? Asked Harley. Harley, it wasn't me, but your sister-in-law asked me to do it, brother. Taehyung, thanks. Harley, you no need to thank me, brother. Harley was about to go. Taehyung, 1 minute, called him. Harley, yes, brother. Taehyung, everything is fine, but stop calling you sister-in-law, because we are not going to be together, said, making everyone fed up, but as anyone didn't expect. Harley, it doesn't matter whether you will be together or not. She is your wife and no one could change it. Even if you don't accept her as your wife, your marriage was held in front of our eyes. And I witnessed how hard her struggles were with you when you were wild. You have no idea how many nights she lost her sleep only to look after you. She had that much patience to handle you. Harley, I am not sure even your mother would have had such patience if she had been alive. You were so very stern felt shocking. There are people who are waiting to swallow you alive, but your sister-in-law is exceptional. I saw how she struggled to save Lily from you the day she did wound it. It's just good for this family, but she got nothing. Harley, I never disobey your words, dear brother. I will never do it. If you don't force me to stop calling her sister-in-law, I don't know what you feel for her, but according to me, she is your wife. She deserves it. Only she, his trist, deserve it. Harley walked out of the place, leaving stunned Taehyung, filming Scott, and awe-inspiring Kim. You could not come out of your overwhelming sensation easily. Taehyung stood looking at Harley, gulping down. The man who never raised his voice in front of him for you, daring to say what you mean to Taehyung. The words he uttered were not just words. What Harley told him should not be taken easily, because there were a lot of concerns about it. He didn't hesitate to put his words in front of him, even after knowing that Taehyung didn't like it if anyone raised their voice against him. That was why even Kim were kissing their hands and could not understand what to do. Harley would have felt genuinely bad for Taehyung when he was mentally ill. You started taking care of Taehyung and he started showing improvement must be the reason for Harley's respect for you. Harley amazed Taehyung, not just amazed, she made him stunned. At the same time, he was so happy to such a loyal servant. Taehyung was looking at his retiring figure, awestruck. Even you didn't accept this kind of support and evaluation from Harley, because even Kim failed to put the truth in front of Taehyung with strong and deep words. How strikingly he talked. He talked so softly, at the same time strongly. You felt proud of Harley. Kim condition was not to be discovered. They were shocked to the core because they had never witnessed Harley in that dimension that was least expected. Did they miss something? What Harley said were not just statements, it seemed heartfelt. You should have felt happy seeing you doing things for Taehyung. No doubt you did what no one could even imagine. They saw Taehyung standing with deep thought. His facial expression was something they had never seen. Taehyung looked at you intensely. Kim couldn't understand what was running through his mind. Harley's words should have made an impact on his heart. He walked to his room silently. Time skips night kitchen. Harley was winding up and cleaning the kitchen. He sensed someone standing behind him. He turned behind and looked at Scott, whose gaze was only on Harley. He knew why Scott was there. He made up himself and smiled at him. Scott, when did you keep the medicine safe? Harley, I kept it safe when your sister-in-law asked me to do it, said without fear. Scott, didn't you see when I poured it in the sink that day? Harley, oh, the day you poured it in the sink, thinking that you were pouring the medicine in the sink, I thought you poured the sugar. Scott, sugar? Harley, yes, because what you poured in the sink was sugar, said calmly. Scott, why didn't you tell me then? Harley, how could I say when you asked me nothing? Scott, then how could you give the lecture to Taehyung about you today? Harley, it is because Taehyung brother asked me to not call you sister-in-law, so I told what I feel. Scott was looking at him with a sharp gaze. Harley, and when you poured the sugar in the kitchen sink, I didn't think you were disposing the evil medicine. By the way, why did you dispose it, Scott brother? Don't you know we needed to prove the doctor wrong? Asked making a confused face. Scott was struck. Was that Harley who questioned him? Without answering him, Scott walked out of the kitchen, leaving Harley with a smirk. In the meanwhile, you was laying on the bed, thinking about Harley words. You looked at your mobile that was ringing, taking it to attend it as you didn't have to check who call it was. Who else other than Taehyung would call you at that time? You, hello Taehyung. Taehyung, I hope I won't disturb your sleep. You, not at all. Taehyung, then open the door. You, are you outside? You rushed to the door and opened it. Taehyung got inside your room and locked the door from inside. You, what happened, Taehyung? In no time, Taehyung hugged you tightly, burying his face in the crook of your neck. You was awestruck by the sudden action of Taehyung, as he could not understand why. Your hand slowly raised up and embraced him. You, Taehyung. No reply from Taehyung. He stayed, being in your arm. You let him stay without disturbing him. After a minute, Taehyung broke the hug and pressed his lips on your forehead, cupping your face. In leaving room, Scott, who came out of the kitchen, saw Taehyung entering the room. He frowned, his face with a confusion. Why Taehyung was going to your room? At this late hours, didn't he say he could not accept you as his wife, but only as a friend? Then what did he do in his friend's room now? He rushed to your room and pushed the door slightly. His eyes widened as he understood the door was locked from inside. He tried to hear the top, keeping his ear on the door, but no, he could hear nothing. What the hell was happening here? Something was terrible wrong. These two were up to something. Scott rushed to his room, thinking about them to tell Ara. Taehyung and you were doing something behind their back. Taehyung might have known about the truth, or maybe he got to know about him too. Taehyung should be waiting for the right chance to reveal his real face. Before that, he should let Ara and the family members know about this secret gathering. Then only Ara will believe him, even though he get caught. But what is there in Taehyung's mind? Taehyung, you, Harley, and of course Arya should have made it him. You was the one who told Taehyung about him. But why didn't you get him arrested when the doctor got arrested? Maybe she should have thought about Ara. She didn't want to make her sad. Whatever it is, this is the right time to turn the table against Taehyung and you. They should know who he is. They should know that they can do nothing to him. Scott came to his room thinking about this. In the meanwhile, Taehyung got discharged his slip from the forehead. You, what happened, Taehyung? I'm sorry, I'm making you as a trump card to play my game, said feeling sad. Why are you getting emotional? This is all to get the culprit arrested. I can understand, Taehyung. Taehyung, no, I know what you have done for me, but I never think you could have done something that can be touched my close one's heart so deeply until Harley stood for you. You know, Harley never talked looking at my face, but today he didn't mind about doing that. He was about to say something, but Taehyung stopped you by showing his palm. Damn, I didn't blame him. I can understand what made him to do it. He is true servant of our family. You should have overwhelmed him with your selfless service. That's what made him appreciate towards you. He's a nice person, Damn. I told you he helped me. Damn, yeah, but I don't know to this extent, he chuckled. You have no idea how much he felt happy to see your recovery. Damn. Why did you come to my room? Damn, just felt to see you, hug you, kiss you. But no, go to your room.